welcome to my channel Sushant Chess Wise. Today we are at the next topic, that is the theoretical Rook Endgames, and today we are going to discuss a game position actually which covers a very important theoretical point. So this position has come from the famous game Kasparov versus Nigel Short, and the rule says that the blockading rook, which is here stopping the enemy pawn, cannot leave its post without getting punished. So that is what the rule says, and there are some exceptions to it, as always is the case in chess PC. So no rule cannot be just used and implemented all the time. There will be some cases where it may not work. So here in the game, like we will see first what happened in the game, and then we will try to understand what is the right course or the right way to win. Here white actually has two ways to win. We will cover both of them. But first let us see what happened in the game. In the game, white played the move e4, and the idea is very simple. He wants to get the king to e3, d3, eventually attack the rook on a5 with his king, and then push the a pawn. Once the pawn crosses the 5th rank, then even if the e pawn is given many a times, white will win the game very easily. So that is what the plan was. But here black has a very strong move and the unexpected move, rook c5. The rook leaves its post, okay, and after the move a5, there comes rook c3 check, king g4, king takes c4, a6, and here black rook returns back to c8, and after a7, although he can play rook a8 here, much better is rook g8 check, first pushing the king away, let's say kh5, then again rook a8, and we see that this time the black king will go and attack the a7 pawn from b7 and win the pawn. So this game would have ended in a draw this way. In the game, Short played ke6, thinking that the rook is unable to move. But now white got what he wanted: kd3, kd6, kd4, kd7, kc4, kc6. The king will now attack the rook as planned, and after rook e5, white uses another technique. First rook check, and after kb6, rook comes in middle of the both pawns, and this time now the king will go to d4, drive the rook, and white's pawn will reach the 5th rank, after which winning the position is very easy. In the event of kd6 also, rook c4, same way, and here also after, let's say rook a8, a5, rook b8 check, king a4, rook a8, kb5. Once the pawn has reached a5 or the 5th rank, then the rook checks cannot bother, because rook b8, ka6, rook a8, kb6, rook b8, king a7. The king goes zigzag and attacks the rook, and the rook checks are stopped. So white wins here. So now roughly we know the plan for white. The white king has to approach the a pawn and attack the enemy rook, drive it from his post and push the a pawn. So here white has two ways to accomplish that. One, he can use the move rook a2, putting black in a zugzwang. Now this king has to move. If ke6, then ke4. Now if king f5, then e4 check, ke5, ke3, and now after rook a8 comes a5. We see that the pawn will simply advance without having to worry much. And after rook h8 here, white can just use his rook in the other way. It can come to f2, and rook h3 check can be met by rook f3. Rook h5 will be met by rook f5. Rook again manages to come to the side of the pawn, and the king will eventually aid the a pawn, and white wins. Finally, white here has one more tactical way. He has the move ke2, setting a small trap. Now the king is heading to d3. So ke4 forced, and after ke4, and now white plays his rook to h1. Simple tactical point is that after rook a4 there is rook h4 check, and the rook is lost. Rook cannot go to f5 because of rook h5 check, and if the black rook moves back, then rook h4 check, kd5, kd3. The rook is able to come to the middle of these pawns either on d4, c4 or b4, and the king will aid one of his pawns as we discussed before, and white could have won this play. So the purpose of this lesson was to discuss how and when the rook is able to blockade the pawn. It's not an ideal blockader, but sometimes it has the ability to do its duty from the blockading post, leave that post and come back on time. I hope you will find the position useful and instructive. Thanks for your time.